So, fun video for you today. I thought this would be fun to do anyway, is 2020 made me buy it. So, there are so many things that are super normal now that like isn't normal. So, or wasn't normal anyway until 2020. So, a couple things I want to talk about that 2020 made me buy it. Some I think are like gonna be real obvious and some are a little bit more fun or unique. My dog is playing with his bone back there, so if you hear him, that's what's going on. If you are new to my channel, usually I talk about low waste, sustainable things or ways to help, like basically ways to help people and ways to help the planet. So the first thing that we are going to talk about is obviously face masks. Now these ones, a lot of the ones that I bought are from a company called Known Supply. I've talked about them before on my channel, and that's where these are from. These are ethically made, sustainably made, ethically, socially conscious company where they pay people a living wage in other countries when they make your clothing. And the clothing that they make actually has like the name of the person who made the clothing inside, and you can go on the website and see a photo and a little bit of a bio about that person. The masks, they don't have the name of who made them because they're like, you know, you make a lot of these at once. But I have gotten several masks from them, so I did get a package of 3. I think the other 2 are dirty right now. But so I got this one, and then a gray one, and a black and white striped one came in a package. And then I got this one separately because I like the saying on it, humanity first. And then I got this one mostly because I don't wear masks like a whole ton because I'm not really going out a lot. But for people who do, and sometimes it just bothers me being in the grocery store for a little while, it bothers my ears. So I bought this one where you like slide it over your head. It's one of those type of masks. So I thought that was cool. And then I got these from a local company called Farm to Feet. I washed them and they got like kind of out of shape. But I basically, for these ones, I kind of keep them in my car as an emergency one because I have forgotten to bring a face mask because, you know, it's only been something we've been doing for a couple months out of my whole life. So I do have these, and I mean, they are comfortable, but they're just like, when I washed them, they got kind of all crinkled. So we got these also for use. And then I got this one that somebody sent me, which I guess she had like bought an extra one to donate to a charity. And this was my very first mask before I had any masks. So got that. So I got a good number of masks. My husband also has some masks. So that is the number 1 item. Number 2, a mesh bag. Now I know a lot of people already have one of these, and I know technically I think you're supposed to like wash bras and some other things inside of a mesh bag instead of in the regular laundry, but I don't. So I had to buy a mesh bag, and I use those to wash the masks. So I just drop it in there, tie it up, close it, and I do throw it in with the regular clothes, and then when I'm moving the clothes from the washer to the dryer, I just take it out and I let the masks air dry because I don't want them to like shrink all over the place in the dryer, and then I move the clothes to the dryer. So mesh bag is number 2. Number 3 is ear savers. So a lot of people have gotten ear savers with their masks. Like I mentioned, that the reason I bought this type of mask was so that it doesn't like hurt over my ears. I'm not gonna try them all on right now because I don't think there's a real need for that, but I got these all from Etsy shops. This is a 3D printed one, and you can like kind of pick your size, which I think is cool. There's another very similar one to this that I actually got a delivery notification. It's in my mailbox. I just haven't gotten my mail yet. But it's very similar, except it's just like circles instead of these hooks, but you can choose your size. And then I got this one, which is just like 2 buttons, and you just kind of put it there and hook your mask onto it. I think we all know how these work by now. I got a really cute butterfly one, which looks super cute if you're wearing your hair down, and kind of, I don't know, I think it looks cute putting in a photo. And then I got this one, which I haven't hooked onto any mask yet, but I think it makes it similar to this one, where you just like hook it on and then you clip these, and then you have your mask like that instead of hanging over your ears. So I would say ear savers is number 3 thing that 2020 made me buy. Number 4 thing 2020 made me buy, blue light glasses. Now I know that these are not specifically like a 2020 thing, I do like how these look on me, by the way. I got these from Amazon. They were a package of 2, so I got a pair for my husband as well. I do feel like they kind of work. They kind of mitigate my headaches. I noticed myself getting a lot of headaches, and I don't really, the reason I say this isn't really a 2020 thing is because I've always, or for the last several years, worked in front of a computer all day. But I think now I work in front of a computer all day, and then I spend more time on my phone instead of like going out and doing things or going shopping or like watching TV. So I think I definitely am getting a lot more screen time than normal, which was causing a little bit of headaches. So 2020 made me buy blue light glasses. Another thing that 2020 made me buy, or things, is things from Black-owned businesses. I made a video about it, which I will link. Instead of sitting here and talking about everything that I purchased, I did buy from some Etsy shops, and then I bought from like a business that was not an Etsy shop. Lots of cool products. I really like, I actually reordered some products. I will be making another video about small businesses that I've supported, and I'm going to include the reordered product in there. So yeah, so check out the video of things that I bought from Black-owned businesses, but that is definitely a 2020 made me buy it because of everything that's going on. I know that like maybe I should have been more conscious of things like that before, but 2020 really did raise Black Lives Matter to the forefront and encouraged me to go buy from Black-owned businesses, and I will definitely continue to do so in the future. Actually, when I was trying to buy the ear saver things, I was looking for some made by Black-owned businesses, but it was like super difficult to find because Etsy is just flooded with these things. So I do not know what number I'm on right now. Thinking masks, mesh bag, ear savers, blue light glasses, Black-owned businesses 5. I think I'm on number 6. Okay, we've got number 6, 7, and 8 right here. Number 6 made me stock up on my inhalers. I have asthma normally, and I have more than this. I have like 4 inhalers. I did stock up a little bit. I feel like I was trying to not stock up to make sure that there is some for everyone else, but I did get a few inhalers, and I also already had a few. I always keep an extra, like, so this is down on number, you can't see it. Well, this is down to 2 puffs. That's all that's left in here. So normally at this point, I would just set this one aside as an emergency inhaler and then order another one. So I basically have like 3 emergency inhalers where they don't have a whole lot of stuff in there, and then I had 2 full ones, but one of my full ones is actually like no longer full, so I only have this one now. But it definitely did make me like reevaluate and make sure I had enough inhaler, especially because it coronavirus is like potentially respiratory cardiovascular type of disease. I don't remember my numbers. I think that was 6. 7, hand sanitizers. Obviously, like, I don't think this needs an explanation at all. I will say I did have hand sanitizers. I will say I did have hand sanitizers before, but usually just like 1 or 2. Now I have like car hand sanitizer, purse hand sanitizer, house hand sanitizer. My husband has car hand sanitizer. Like, we just have a lot more. Number 8. Obviously Clorox wipes. Now, I am not a person who stocked up on Clorox wipes, and I barely was able to get any. So the ones that I did get, like, I've been using them, and I've been using ones that I had like already had. But because I wasn't able to like get Clorox wipes, honestly, I like ran out of the regular ones. I bought these Greenworks ones. Now, it doesn't say that it like kills viruses and bacteria, but I mean, these are at least like sustainable, and I guess that it cleans. I haven't gotten coronavirus. I've been using these a lot, so I guess they're okay. And 2020 made me buy this microban spray. Now, I don't have any Lysol spray. I think I had like a little bit left in a can, and I wasn't able to find any in the store, so I got this like new brand. I think it works pretty well. I like it. At the beginning of coronavirus, I was a lot more paranoid, and I think maybe now I'm getting a little bit comfortable, and I shouldn't really get complacent like that, but I was like spraying all my mail packages with this when it came in, that's what I was using it for. I know like studies have since said that you don't really need to worry about your mail, so I haven't been worrying about I haven't been worrying about my mail as much, so I haven't been really spraying down on my packages, but that is why I got this. So hopefully you can't get COVID from mail packages. Number 9, 2020 made me buy a bidet. I will insert a video clip here that I put in a previous video just because I think it's funny. But I got a bidet. So I got it just because of the toilet paper shortage, really was like what prompted me to get it. So you see back there, that's like the squirty things. And I mean, obviously you make it go like so yeah, got one of those to reduce toilet paper waste. I still do have a little bit of toilet paper over here, but that's something, honestly, I really like it. Oops, totally made a mess. In 10, 2020 made me buy a bicycle. My husband and I have been talking about getting them for a while, and we just haven't because they're expensive. We did use it. We are lucky enough that we were able to use our stimulus money for fun instead of having to put it towards bills or food. So we bought bicycles with our stimulus money, and we have been actually biking quite a bit, like 30 miles at a time, like once a week usually, but I mean, it's a pretty good workout. And I think that there's pretty much like a nationwide shortage of bicycles because people in cities were starting to use them to commute to work instead of getting on public transportation. A lot of the pieces are made in China and we weren't able to like get them shipped, so there really truly was like a bicycle shortage when we went to buy bicycles, which is interesting. My husband's, we had to drive 2.5 hours away to find him a bicycle. So I think a lot of people bought bicycles. And then there's a lot of things that I didn't necessarily buy that I think a lot of people did for 2020 made them buy it, is cooking spray. I literally haven't been able to buy cooking spray in a store for weeks. I literally have just been like using butter and oil, and finally I was able to buy cooking spray in the store. I don't know what everyone was doing before coronavirus, but obviously they were not cooking. And same thing goes with rice and pasta. I mean, like the aisles were sold out for forever and there still seems to be a shortage. I didn't stock up on those things. 2020 didn't make me buy those things because I didn't buy like quantities in excess of what I would normally buy. But all the other stuff, 2020 made me buy either for the first time or in excess of what I would normally buy, like these. So hopefully that was a fun video. Comment down below if 2020 made you buy anything, and click the subscribe button, and hopefully we can be connected.